Hi everyone, the palette I am reviewing today does not need an introduction. I picked up the new Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette and this was a complete no-brainer for me because not only is it part of the Urban Decay Naked family, but it is 100% matte, and if you've watched any of my videos you'll know I love a matte smoky eye. Today I'm showing you swatches and going over my first impressions review from using the palette. So my initial impression as soon as I pulled it out of the pack was the packaging is seriously upgraded from the previous Naked palettes. This is still like a metal, but it feels really sturdy and quite heavy, and it's a magnet closure, so it just snaps shut like that. So immediately I feel like the packaging is way sturdier, it's not going to get damaged as easily, it feels really secure, so you could definitely take this travelling with you, although the only thing it feels like it might do is scratch or kind of be buffed away if it's amongst like sharp items like keys and stuff in your bag, but the actual shadows and product inside is not going to be damaged because this is seriously protective packaging. And not only that, it looks absolutely stunning. Like, look at how gorgeous and metallic the rose gold is. So inside you get a nice big mirror, so again great for travelling, and you also get this gorgeous little dinky brush. So on one side you get the blending brush, which they've had in previous palettes, and then the other side is this super cute little smudger brush, and I just think that is fantastic because these smudgers are so versatile and they are honestly one of my essential type of brushes for a smoky eye, because you need something small and dinky like this to smudge out the lower lash line. So moving on to the actual colours inside, I feel like there's a really good balance of shades in here and it's gonna be good for most skin tones. I love that they've put in this really yellow matte highlight shade pre-game, because that will be so good if you want a really stark, bright base colour or highlight colour and you have olive skin, medium skin or darker skin, because if you went in with Blow, which is the kind of paler, more milky like Caucasian highlight colour, then it will look ashy on you. So I love that they've put a yellowy highlight shade in there. That's great, kind of catering for all skin tones. More of an apricot transition shade, something similar to Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek, would have perfected this palette. But apart from that, I feel like the shade range is really well balanced. You can get such a huge range of looks with this. There is a good balance of tones as well, so you tend to get your cooler shades up here and your more warm shades down here, although they do have this really pretty, almost like denim grey shade here, which I think is beautiful, and I love that they always put more deep, like classic smoky eye shades. So they have a matte black and this kind of matte denim kind of grey. I just think that looks really pretty and I'm excited to play with that one. My standout favourites, of course, you know what I'm going to say if you watch my channel regularly. This Extra Bitter is stunning, very similar to Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek, and these two here, these two matte browns, Faith and Lockout, are gorgeous as well. I kept it really simple and matte brown and just smudged the black around my eyes today because I just wanted to see initially how the darker shades performed. But let me know what kind of smoky eye looks you want me to do. I'm feeling like I want to do a more purple smoky eye, and then maybe like my typical like warm smoky eye, and then something a bit more funky and really dark like a classic smoky eye with these two. So let me know what you think and what you want to see from this palette. So now I wanted to chat about the formula in general. So I have high expectations from Urban Decay. They are one of my favourite companies for eyeshadows. I love Urban Decay because you can just really easily go and buy a pre-made smoky eye palette and you're going to get a gorgeous shade range, really versatile. The pigment is always really impressive. One thing I have noticed and criticised Urban Decay about in the past is their fallout. Because their formula is very soft, it has a lot of kick off when you dip your brush into the pan, and it can have a lot of fallout when it comes to darker shades. So I always advise people to do their eyeshadow before their face makeup. I always recommend that anyway with any brand, but particularly Urban Decay in the past, I have struggled with fallout before. So today I did my face makeup first to really test the fallout, and I'm really happy to say that I have very little fallout, and that is using the dark brown and the matte black. So if that is something that Urban Decay have really listened to, and this formula is going to be their matte shadow formula moving forward, then I am really pleased with that. Like I say, I haven't had one of the more recent Naked palettes, and I haven't had any new shadows from them since the Naked 3, and God knows how long ago that was released. So this new formula might not even be a new thing, I just might not have noticed it because I've not had any new palettes from them in a while. But I'm still pleased regardless, so really happy with the formula and the lack of fallout. The pigment across the board, fantastic as usual. Again, being really nitpicky, I swatched this one initially, the matte black. This is called Blackjack, and I instantly was like, I want to compare this to Blackout, which is in the Naked 2, because Blackout in the Naked 2 palette is, in my opinion, one of the best matte blacks I have tried personally, and Blackout is significantly more rich and pigmented. And I will point out that Blackout has a lot of fallout. That is one of the worst shadows for fallout, but I kind of expect that from a really good matte black, so it's just a case of like preference really. I think if you are obsessed with black and you really like a really deep dark smoky eye, then I would probably say to get Naked 2, because if you look at this palette anyway, people who are going to gravitate towards this palette are going to be people who prefer a more brown toned or more purpley smoky eye, and then the black is like a bonus. I wouldn't say that's not a reason to get the palette, because I think if you love all the other colours then it's well worth it, and it's not even like the black is really patchy or anything. I feel like it's smudged and applied really well. It's still got a lot of pigment to it. I just really wanted to compare it to another shadow they've made and see how it compared, and I think Blackout still wins for me in the matte black world, but I really like it. I think it's well worth the money. If you are a makeup artist, something like this is so handy to have in your kit. Having this range of mattes is gonna be so useful for so many different makeups and looks. And if you are a collector of the Naked palettes and you are wondering whether to pick this latest one up, then I think you should, because I feel like it's really versatile and you will not be disappointed with the shade range, especially if, like me, you're a matte eyeshadow lover. You will love this palette. And it's a great companion to the others, because the others have quite a few matte shadows in, but they also have a lot of shimmers, so I always feel like having a good collection of mattes to pair carefully with your shimmers is the recipe for amazing eyeshadow. So I hope this review was really helpful for you if you are umming and ahhing whether to pick this new palette up. Let me know if I've not covered anything, or if you have any questions about the palette below. I will be happy to get back to you and answer those. I will definitely be playing with it more in the next month or so, so leave me your requests in the comments as always. I also will always have my social media link below, so if you want to tweet me pictures or message me on Instagram or whatever, then you can do that as well. If you have stumbled across this review and you are new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe, because I post 3 beauty and lifestyle videos every single week. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!